Hello, my friends. Welcome to Talk to Me Tuesday for Tuesday, June 11th, 2024. This is Jennifer. I have a couple of fun things to share this week. On Friday, I got to see Jules for just a few hours. She was visiting her sister, and it's about a 2-hour drive for me, so I nipped down in the morning and we hung out. We went to a local quilt show, we had lunch, hung out a little bit more, and then I came home. I don't even have photos to show you guys because it was such a quick trip, but I do have some goodies. She gifted me with my belated birthday gifts in person, which was, definitely worth the wait. So one of the things she gave me was this little G's Bend zippy bag. It's just a little bag with box corners, and it was full of fabric. My oldest child loves Laurel Birch cats, so some Laurel Birch cats for my kid. Got some more kitties, a nice little pre-quilted Laurel Birch kitties with some cool blue on the back. It's got a little insole bright inside, so it could be used for to go back for an iron, which I may or may not use it for. We'll see. My big gift was very cool, and I don't actually have it to show you right now, but I hope that I'll be able to share it with you very soon. She gave me a big box that was wrapped in this awesome turtle fabric. I have it right side up. I do not. So it was wrapped in this awesome turtle fabric, and this was also another turtle fabric also in the bag. I love turtles, for anyone who doesn't know. And so inside of the box that had this great turtle fabric in it was a bird feeder with a motion sensitive camera. So as soon as I figure out how to get that hooked up and added to our system, I will try to get some video for you guys to share. So maybe we'll have some little bit of bird cameo at the end of some of the videos. Maybe I'll even do a whole video or possibly a stream if I can figure it out. I don't know, but it's a really fun gift. I'm still figuring it out, and when I have it all done, I will definitely share with you guys. Jules also brought me some new Project Linus labels so that I'm ready to go for any future donations I might have to share with her. I did give her the 5 quilts I had finished and 2 crochet blankets, which segs nicely into the next segment of this video. I finished another crochet blanket that I included in that donation, and I took some video of it here. This is corner to corner crochet, and I used Michael's Loops and Threads yarn. It was a number 5 chunky. They had it on clearance. I'm assuming it was probably Easter yarn because it was all pastels. It was really nice to work with, took really fast, and made a really nice soft blanket that I have, as I said, passed on to Jules to take to Project Linus in Albuquerque. I did get a little bit of sewing done over the weekend, which I'm very happy to share with you guys. I continue to work on my husband's quilt. We had a whole conversation about it, and he does want fandom stuff. We've narrowed down really what he wants, and so I got to start on that. And I did finish the Egypt row as well, so let me show you that first. So the objects on the Egypt row are largely machine embroidered. Most everything else in this quilt, object-wise, will be paper piece, but because I had this really cool set from Anita Good Design, I went ahead and did some really fun machine embroidery. So I made this cool little bookend, and you'll see it on the wall. This little guy stands on a book and then is next to a book as well. And these are titles. These are real titles of real books. So that I included, that my husband asked me to include. So these are, as I said, real titles of real books. And then this was just like a little filler I made with a couple of blocks. This is something I stitched out years ago as a test. This is an Urban Threads pattern that's it's world stamps, so you can see it's got world stamps. And then this was another design from the Anita Good Design, and just a little bit of filler block. And let me throw this on the wall, then I'll show you the other block that I made. One of the things we both share a love for is Sherlock Holmes. Years ago, I designed several Sherlock Holmes patterns, and I think it was for a Fandom in Stitches event. I don't remember which one, but I know we did one where I threw out genres and then invited people to design in the genre, and we had a bunch. It was back when Sherlock was on, and we got a bunch of stuff in. And I did a deerstalker, a magnifying glass, and a pipe. And so the first one that I made, this actually is using my original design, but I turned it into a bookcase block. So I will be sharing this on Fandom in Stitches soon. Our queue is pretty full for the next month, but I will try to get it on the schedule as soon as I can. So Dear Stalker with 2 books, and then we're going to use my husband's favorite stories. For anyone who's not into the Sherlock Holmes literature, there are only, I think, 3 or 4 books, and then so like Count of the Baskervilles is a book. Study in Scarlet's a book. Most of the rest of them are short stories or novellas, so we're just going to treat them all like books so that we can get the titles on. This is the first Sherlock Holmes one I made, and this fabric I only had the tiniest little bit of. I used almost all of it for the hat. I really love how it came out though, because I don't have a lot of plaid. It's not something that I'm drawn to, so I just happened to have enough to make this one block. I had plans to get a lot more book titles stitched out. I have tons of fabric pulled for doing the other titles that I've already designed to stitch on my embroidery machine, and my 8-year-old embroidery machine is starting to bite the dust. I've had it fixed a couple of times in the last few years. Last year I had it fixed because of connectivity issues with the flash drive. That has actually started acting up again, but more importantly and more seriously, the tension is starting to go. There's been it's not adjustable. I can adjust the top, nothing changes. Adjust the bottom, nothing changes. Been right through the troubleshooting list, nothing changes. And I think I'm ready for an upgrade. So instead of spending more money getting this machine maybe fixed, I mean, the last fix held for about a year, I'm gonna upgrade. So I'm looking to do that. I can't do any more book titles until I upgrade. I mean, book titles are not necessary. If this is your first time making a bookcase quilt, you don't have to do this. You don't have to have book titles. I've made plenty of bookcase quilts that do not have titles on them. I've made, my very first one had all hand embroidered titles. You can do 1 or 2 titles here or there. This is just something that my husband really wants, so that's why I'm doing it this way. So I really want to make a lot more titles. I've already done, I think, over 30 titles, and I only have 2 rows done. So in order to do an entire quilt, I'm gonna need a lot more titles. So I've been doing a lot of shopping and a lot of looking online. I actually talked to a dealer at the quilt show that Jules and I went to on Friday and got a couple of suggestions. And I may have a machine picked out. It is going to require a little bit of rearranging of my room. So I'm going to play with that before I actually purchase a machine. I'm going to play with my room a little bit and make sure it will work in my space, because I have limited space and I don't want to put something in here that is going to be a tripping hazard. So that's a thing I'm figuring out this week. And as soon as I've decided, I will let you guys know. In case you missed it, last week I had a Raggedy Rescue Q&A, and it was just a few questions with some tips and pointers from me. So if that's something you're into or interested in, you can find that on my YouTube channel or on So Hooked, and be sure to ask questions. I love answering questions. I love talking in general. If you guys have been here since 2009, you know that I'm a chatty batty. So yeah, anyway, that was fun to do, and I would love to do more if that's something you're interested in. I do have a couple dolls waiting in the wings for rescuing, but I'm really going to focus on the bookcase quilt and the TTMT block of the month for right now. So that's the other thing I want to mention. If you guys want to stitch along with us, every block in this block of the month will be free. There's no advertising. There are no sponsors. There's no anything. This is happening just for Talk to Me Tuesday video makers and for our followers, and that's going to be it. Huge thanks. I don't say this enough, but huge thanks to all of my coffee supporters. You guys make all the extra content possible. You are supporting, honestly, you're paying for all the website hosting right now, which is really all that I hoped for from that, was just to break even on this crazy hobby that I have with sharing stuff online. So thank you guys for that. It's really appreciated, not just by me, but everyone who consumes the content that I share online. So that is it. You guys have a very wonderful week. Have a crafty week. I really hope to see your video. And you know what? Take care. I love you guys. I'll see you next week. Bye.